you insulting? I don't know. Everyone, how y'all doing? Thanks for stopping by and tuning in, as always. So, today's the big day of Blue Lines Flight School LLC. New office grand opening that they just moved to the end of last month from RDU Airport, the flight office, and their separate classroom office, main office, Mooresville there. Over here to Johnston Regional Airport, KJNX, Juliet November X-ray, three-letter airport identifier. I just pulled up an hour early, or would have been a half hour early, because I've been down if there would be any type of parking here. It's free parking, but it's limited though. Long story short, ever since I can't show you if I flip the camera around, but hold on, I'm doing recordings on my tablet, not my phone, so turn it around. You see that building right there? That's the FBO I pointed out in the discovery spot I did with them over here, back to RDU. But yeah, ever since they built it, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, to be exact, I'm not sure, but they also changed up they remodeled the parking lot. It's brand new. They tore down the old parking lot. Even the old parking lot was limited amount of spaces as well. It was just a drive straight in and a straight out entrance, 1 entranceway in and 1 entranceway out. Now it's set up as it's almost like a cul-de-sac in a sense. But there's parking to the right, parking to the left. Like I said, I'm here an hour early. We're close to an hour. It's 8:53 right now. But the event starts at 10 until it's from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. So yeah, okay, this is a person who works at the smokehouse. That's on their 3rd floor. The name of the smokehouse place is called Low and Slow. So that's their separate company. I mean, as far as being associated with Blue Line, because of them being housed in the same building. But again, like I said, on the 3rd floor. But yeah, so it's gonna be iffy as is. You know, by 10 o'clock comes around, then the whole area or whole lot will be filled up. So I was like, I wanted to get here early as possible. The only people that are here right now, the very few, are obviously the faculty, staff members, and the students. I seen a student go in there just 2 minutes ago. Like I said, now I see a gentleman who works for the smokehouse, got his uniform, Lower some smokehouse uniform shirt on and hat, about to go in there. And I see, I guess, any family here come in, I guess, maybe on behalf of a student or faculty, staff member that works here. I'm not sure. All I know is that the weather was supposed to be nice. It's supposed to be a nice day, and so far it does not like it's going to cooperate. As I said in the previous video, well, that's why I was going to also say that well, thank you all for tuning in to my my first 2 premieres on wind shear wake turbulence. Now, I just noticed it's not actually my very first reaction video to sex as of on social media. I've already had done one on my channel for the 2019 Mad Skills, aka Skills, is wrap up. I did a reaction to my own compilation video of pictures and clips or clips and stuff that I put up, and all I did was with my phone just put on the camera like this on my tablet and just let it watch. But I'll put it on here. But yeah, that was my very first. But anywho, yeah, thanks for tuning into the current 2 reaction videos. Like I said, wind shear wake turbulence. Yeah, it's just staff members that are here right now currently. I guess included with Mr. Pate himself, Andy Pate, the sole proprietor, content creator, or marketer / content creator, both. Well, first was content creator, and then at the same time, student at the school. Got all his certificates, credentials in with them, endorsements. And then yeah, as of the past year or so, has been marketed. So no longer basically training students. I think he still can be as like, you know, as an extra, but been focusing on the marketing deal. So yeah, it's one of the I guess instructors coming out right now. I guess going back to his car. But what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I can scream my butt off, but it's early in the morning. But like my homeboy brother Rusky, it can fly. The day is here. It's finally here. I'm here. You know, I don't have to draw attention to myself because I'm not in my vehicle. I'm actually in a rental. So, quick brief on that. This past Thursday, my personal vehicle pickup truck broke down on me. The brakes went out. Not from the brake fluid, but come to find out the master brake cylinder head gasket or whatever. When I went to the auto store for them, and they said yeah. So I went and got a little cylinder part for it, and I didn't screw as far as back on and tight or what have you. I don't know. Yeah, screw stuff. So with needed to buy fluid for the first time me doing it. All of that leaked out as a result of me not tightening the screws back up. But leaving the truck there that day while I was on the board, my stepfather luckily was back in town after dropping off. I had put it in the chat room saying my cousin was in town the past 2 weeks up until after Thanksgiving week, and then left Wednesday to go back up to Philly where he dropped him off at. But I also told him too about my channel to subscribe to it. But as far as the promoting my aviation journey career is still as a student pilot without no student pilot certificate yet that I'm supposed to be getting until I go solo, which is basically a learner's. It's basically a driver's learner's permit. That's all it is. So I currently hold my CDL, but that's what I'm using as far as my driver's license to drive a four-wheeler. So since I was at Johnston, but let's see. Okay, somebody else is here, just in shirt stuff, maybe student. No. But little by little more people is just coming in right now. Like I said, it's just about on the hour. So, but yeah, so left the truck there. He was down the road from me at Lowe's, came to pick me up, my stepfather, because I was gonna take it on back to the house, but he, you know, was like, well, we'll let this brother we know who's a mechanic who's fixed the truck back during the spring and summer for other things, take a look at it and fix, because the brake pedal pads pump just fine now when we came back to get it yesterday at Advanced Auto Parts. We just put some more brake fluid in there right then and there, and he decided he was going to take it over to the shop, so me fall behind him driving down 95 because he heard banging sound, like I told him about that as well. Saying that a couple months ago, have him riding the truck with me up the road from the house over here, saying, yeah, do you hear such noise? It was a small little noise before it got to worse to where it's at now, banging noise. He said he didn't hear the small noise back then when he heard this banging sound, so I think that came along with it. So that's why he took it over as far as to the brother's shop, so he can look at fix it. But he doesn't operate on the weekends. He's off on the weekends, operates Monday through Friday, so first thing Monday morning, get that done. But this rental we picked up after leaving from there, or my stepfather get his haircut after that, yesterday morning, afternoon. And yeah, I had this rental up until Monday originally. Bring it back and go from there. But I would have put as far as on my IG about it right then and there. It's not the pleasant of cars, but it's a Chevrolet Spark. So a small car, like a Mini Cooper. Yeah, it is obviously tight again. It is obviously, yeah, that's all the space in here. You obviously can see my knees are bent up. So this is a prime example of the size it is in those Diamond Star DA40s. Anything Diamond, General Aviation, Prop, Cessnas, Moonies, The Sling TSI, like Brother Mike Older Group has, well, that one's not as bad. It's more cabin width and length and more space and leg room and headroom. But this vehicle here, well, he said he used to drive a Volkswagen or a Jedi X or something like that. He said GTI, yeah. That's a manual gearbox car, but yeah, this is like a version of what it looks like here on the inside of a German Aviation plane. It's about small in this size as a small car than a mid-size car, mid-size cabin plane, or a large-size cabin plane jet, mid-size cabin jet. But anywho, mid-size cabin for German, that'd be King Airs, and what have you. Those are turboprops, which are dual multi-engine, 2 engines, so 2 propellers. But nonetheless, so we had 11 minutes on this intro recording. It's now 2 minutes after 9, so it's past the hour. And yep, more people are coming in. But like I said, they're going filling up this parking lot. Nobody's parked next to me though, as of right now, over where I'm at. But yeah, that'll definitely change. The only other vehicles here, as far as for the FBO next door in front of me that I just showed y'all, that's for as far as, those are common courtesy vehicles, what they call them, almost in a sense like rental cars, rental vehicles. And that's for out of towners or people who stop by and, you know, they got a time, a minute of like a layover or something in a sense. I'm saying for those also generation travel who travel by corporate charters and stuff, because yeah, they do have corporate charters from time to time that fly in and out of here. Basically KJNX is in competition, or has been over the years or decade or however long it's been since they built this airport along with RDU. They both been in competition because KJNX, like I said, is not far from RDU. It's 28 nautical miles flight time wise. So, but yeah, that's a long story short. Last time I was seen a couple months ago was a Falcon jet parked right here on the tarmac. I think when they first built and opened up this new FBO then years ago, they got an old photo I think I showed in the video when I was here last summer. I put up, but they had 5 or 6 different business jets, mid-size and one large size, which was the Gulfstream parked over here where Blue Line is at. Well, before Blue Line even was built over here, but it was parked over there. So mind you, the tarmac is not that big. The ramp is mid-size, so it can't house that many as far as in charter jets, mid-size and large-size cabins. Small-size cabin jets like Citation, XJ, I think it is, those are Sovereigns, they'll do just fine. But anything mid-size and large-size with a wingspan like Gulfstreams, they'll take up so much space. Even whatchamacallit, those vintage prop planes, was it a DC-3 or something like that? I've seen one before when I first moved here. I was explaining to my instructor then, yeah, these are the staff members because they're coming out. They got safety vests on, but the CFI that I had for my discovery flight with them, Blue Line, I said, yeah, a fellow local pilot at the time, and I guess he's probably not here anymore because that was 10 years, 11 years ago, a decade ago, had took me and my stepfather, well, my stepfather first, then me afterwards on runway 21. And I think it was before or after that, or that same, I think it was after that, maybe before that. But there was a DC-3 vintage it's a tail dragger. A tail dragger plane was parked here. The owner of it, or whoever, had some family member, friends, or something came on board, or they was about to leave out, or I don't know, something, fly around and or just take off for good. They invited me and my stepfather, but we declined and just like, no, we'll just watch y'all take off for good and be on your way and have a safe flight. Well, they took off on the opposite runway, runway 3, and yeah, as soon as they took off, meaning by tail dragger, the tail, it falls backward where the nose is facing upward, so you can't pretty much see it in front of you what's outside besides outside the side, your side window. So when you taxi, well, down the taxiway, take off, down on the runway or what have you. Okay, see, now there's one vehicle gonna park on this side and probably now somebody else. But when you go for takeoff down the runway, then that tail wheel lifts up so that the nose comes up. So basically, then you can see what's in front of you. And then you pretty much, when you reach your airspeed to rotation speed, you rotate. So he rotated, and when we were waving goodbye at him or them, he did like a turning the yoke left and right for the wings as like a goodbye expression kind of like thing back in return. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, like I said, other people showing, okay, well so they decided not to park over here where I'm at, so they went to the next lot over and parked there or back into there. I was gonna say, last but not least, as far as on this recording here, now that it's at 16 minutes, is that I think, I'm not sure, maybe, could be, there's no telling, but one of the guy or the mentor I was telling you all about for starting my aviation would have been career as of 11 years ago, this past decade, I believe is here as well. He's not in his car, if that is his car, but I remember that car of his where I met him here at the time at the open house that the FBO usually always holds every year, now besides last year because of COVID originally. But shout out to, if that is him, shout out to my mentor, my brother from another mother, Muhammad. Not gonna say his last name, but Muhammad. If hopefully that's you. Wait, see when I go here if he's also here to attend this thing as well, grand opening. But yeah, he that's how I met him over here back in 2010. Open house at the old FBO office. So don't know if that's him, but there's no telling. Like I said, that was a long time ago. But yeah, he if he still does or used to, lived in Clayton. He's a math teacher, I think it was. Whatever he's doing now, but was at the time in elementary school and stuff, what have you. But yeah, all I'm saying is that hopefully that's him, because if so, me and him can pick up, unexpectedly where we had left off a decade ago. Yeah, with ongoing COVID, boo-boo virus and all, but we'll wait and see. Now, as far as it never said as far as reporting of him to, actually have a job here or him being part of the staff, but maybe he works over here at EHI, I'm not sure, but there's no telling. That's it, y'all. I was gonna say before even mentioning him that I guess I'm gonna have to do, oh man, in this case break this down as a series of videos of different parts. Like my man brother Russ Kid, this brother, aka this brother can fly, because like, okay, so they're gonna hold this and they sell along with a car show, but I guess it's not gonna be a car show as is from the looks of it again, because it's gloomy out here. It has not cleared up. It stopped raining or been already, so they're probably, I don't know. I just double checked prior to coming over here. I should have before I even left the house, but they said the grand opening is still ongoing. They're still going to have it along with the discovery flights. But I was saying, does it meet their weather minimums to do the 30-minute discovery flights? Because on days like this, when his weather doesn't cooperate, they already show, as far as Andy saying or documenting, put on his Instagram stories, that hey, they do ground lessons inside the classrooms. I don't know how many classrooms. I think it's maybe 2 or just 1, but it's 3 floors. Like I said, 3rd floor is all mainly strictly the restaurant, Low and Soul Smokehouse Barbecue, but the other 2 floors belong to them, Blue Line. So, and then you got their dual hangars next door. They got an elevator system that goes up to all 3 floors, and or you can use their stairwell, firewall stairwell as optional. More employees from Low and Slow Smokehouse going in here. Yeah, so this been here 20 minutes. This is gonna be part 1. I'm not gonna, yeah, this is gonna be part 1, and then I don't know how many other parts is gonna go along with. Maybe 2 more parts, maybe. Like for the rest of the channel. Let's see. That's it. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, speaking of Andy again, Andy Pate, Mr. Pate. So I have been, again, reaching back out to him. I've been DMing him from here and there in his DM, through his DMs that, yeah, again, hopefully I'll definitely now see you this time after the grand opening. And along with the Walters, Mr. and Mrs. Walters. So he said, yeah, it's going to be awesome. And just going from there. So it's not like he hasn't or has followed me back on Instagram or subscribe back to my channel, but yeah, I guess it's a big deal. But I will say, as far as this past week, there's gonna find out another student, or at the time, well, yeah, currently still a student, I guess. Well, she just got her CFI rating, Certified Flight Instructor rating, so where she can now train the current students that are here right now that just started the program, pretty much, basically. But she too has popped up. They say handy. I guess maybe she got, well, so kind of found out she started her training July of this year. While I had last talked to them then, or first talked to them then, to get my discovery flight the day after Labor Day. Basically, she came up in my feed, well, through Andy's feed of stories on Instagram. To her now to, since then, become herself also a sensation, just like he was at the time earlier this year. Not only on his Instagram, but hers. She's also got TikTok. Not a sensation on there yet, but already a sensation on her Instagram. But got bitten by the bug war by, I guess, seeing his work and seeing that he's a fellow content creator. And so is she and myself in this particular industry or passion that we all have, or everybody here at the school, again, to train one another, including the Walters. Again, like I said, it's family oriented here. I'm sorry y'all going all over the place with this one, but for right now, no, I don't know her yet. I have not reached out to her because that was just last week, and so I know since the day was coming around, I will already meet her in person right there next to Andy, either way, and say, you know, hey, you know, I like your work, you seem cool, you know. And she's very, very, very spontaneous, very outgoing, just like he is, all of us. So that makes it even better. But like I told y'all, they're social media friendly here. So my flight advisor, or former flight advisor at the time, he still works here for the school since they moved over here. And the director of the program also is still in charge of the school, also moved over here as well. So not anything has changed. Everybody pretty much, well, 2 people as far as that were instructors here no longer work here. Just a week or so ago, they had resigned on good terms. Why? Because they built up their time, enough time to go fly for the airlines, to be exact, well, commercially, whether it's the airlines, cargo jetliners, or corporate jetliners. Because believe it or not, you need a total of 1,500. I was gonna make that a separate video, but I probably still will. Total of 1,500 hours to yeah, go fly for them. And maybe have some diploma stuff, whatever. But yeah, that's it. We're at close to 25 minutes within a minute. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here. So yeah, this is gonna be divided up, but I was gonna say, last going to an event, not grand opening, but an actual show, like dealer thing, was the truck show at GATS from 2019, so a year before COVID. But I'll probably put that up on here too. But yeah, let me get off of here. What time is it now? It's 9:16, not 9:15, just changed. That's it. So I'll probably get Andy to see him if he has a minute briefly to do my channel on how he changed his life. And also too, I already have my next premiere for that coming up this Wednesday, already in advance, from Chris Private Pilot Bartram's channel. So stay tuned for that. So far so good that those particular reactions haven't took long because the videos weren't that long, where his is, but I didn't have to really do any editing, 0 to no editing. Just put it on there, put my intro and outro stuff on there, and just upload it. So that's the next video. This video here, or this series here for the grand opening, that'll probably be, I don't know, maybe in the following week. I don't know. That might take a minute because I got my flight, my second lesson this coming Wednesday at the fellow other flight school back at RDU. So yeah, stay tuned for all that. So I got those in the making, will be in the works. So that's just going to be an overview once again, since I don't have the GoPro setup thing yet. So just tell you how it went, stalls and spins and a little ATC, whatever, communication perhaps. And I brought my headset with me and kneeboard, but I probably won't need it if I'm going to be too busy just trying to get my foot in the door over here with these people, with this, you know, over here. So that's it. 26 minutes in. Like I said, just stay tuned for the rest. So this video, or this part 1 here, to be continued, going into part 2, 3, 4, whatever. Probably no more than 3 parts altogether. So 2 more parts, and then we gonna call it a day. Because after the event's over with, then I'll get back on the board to work my current job. My boss says, okay, I come here. Because dispatch tried to call me last night for the late night trip. Like, no, I got so-and-so I'm going to. But that's it. All right. Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, so the people that work at the ladies that are in the vest, they're going to be directing traffic what it looks like. That's why they're out here. Came out here about 10-15 minutes ago. So that's what that is. I guess I can go in there now. Not have to wait. So maybe other people will start showing up after 10. I don't know. I'm just saying the weather ain't cooperating right now. It's just cloudy. It's just overcast skies. All right, y'all. 27 minutes in. For real, I'm going to get off here. So stay tuned for the next 2 parts. Michael Carter Studios and Production. Oh yeah, if you enjoyed my channel, check out these channels.